People who got sweet revenge on an ex. How did you pull it off? You're overreacting, Dylan. It was just a weekend trip. I stared at her, trying to stay calm. A weekend trip, Mia? You disappeared for 3 days. No texts, no calls. And then I see Brian commenting, "Miss you already on your Instagram?" Mia rolled her eyes like I was a child throwing a tantrum. Brian's just a friend. We've always been close. You're being jealous again. That word, jealous. She always used it to flip things around. We had been together for 2 years. We lived together in a downtown Denver apartment that I paid 70% of the rent for, $2,100 a month. She worked part-time at Lush, while I pulled 60-hour weeks at the software firm. I didn't mind at first. I thought we were a team, until Brian started popping up. First, it was harmless. Brunches, group hikes, then constant DMS, late-night Snapchats. I confronted her when I saw the $350 Tiffany bracelet he gave her for her birthday. Friends exchange gifts, she said flatly. Not like that. She just laughed. You're so insecure, Dylan. 2 months later, while I was at a work conference in San Francisco, my buddy Eric sent me screenshots. Mia and Brian at the Red Rocks concert, her sitting on his lap, his hand a little too low on her waist. I called her that night. She didn't pick up. When I got home, she acted like nothing happened. How was your trip? She asked, sipping iced coffee on the couch. You gonna tell me what happened while I was gone? She shrugged. Nothing you need to worry about. I saw red, but I didn't scream. I didn't pack my bags. I smiled. Okay, got it. That's when I started planning, quietly, carefully. Over the next 6 weeks, I played perfect boyfriend. Took her to Sushi Den, bought her new AirPods Pro, even surprised her with a weekend getaway to Aspen. She was thrilled. She thought she had me wrapped around her finger. But behind the scenes, I was preparing. First, I went to our landlord and renegotiated the lease solely under my name. She never bothered reading the paperwork. Second, I opened a new checking account, rerouted my direct deposit, and slowly drained our joint account, leaving just enough to avoid suspicion. Third, I hired a private investigator. Cost me $1,800. Within 3 weeks, I had photos. Mia and Brian at the Maven Hotel, checking in at 10:42 p.m. and checking out at 9:15 a.m. Multiple weekends, different outfits, always the same result. The final piece, her birthday party. I invited all our friends, 30 people packed into our apartment. Balloons, champagne, even a custom cake from Gâteau Bakery with "Love You Always" written on top. At 9 p.m., I clinked my glass. Everyone, can I have your attention? Mia beamed, thinking I was about to propose. Instead, I pulled out the manila envelope. I just want to celebrate Mia for always being honest. But since honesty has been tricky, let's help her out. I passed the photos around. The room went dead silent, her face drained of color. What is this? She whispered. I looked her dead in the eyes. That, Mia, is Brian's hotel room. Multiple times, multiple weekends, while I was paying your bills. Brian, who was there like the absolute idiot he is, tried to stammer. Bro, it's not what it looks like. I laughed. Save it, man. You two deserve each other. Mia started crying. Please, Dylan, can we talk privately? I shook my head. We're done. I handed her an envelope. Inside were her eviction notice and the list of utilities now under my name. You have 2 weeks to move out. Good luck. The aftermath? Mia tried to play the victim with our mutual friends, but once the photos circulated, her support vanished. Brian got dumped by his own girlfriend. Yes, he was cheating too. I blocked both of them. 6 months later, I upgraded to a penthouse downtown, got promoted to senior developer, and met someone who actually respects me. Sweet, clean, revenge.